Double Talk 73 here, your fishing friend. What we're going to do this time is I'm going to show you how to, if you bought the Krampus Catcher Pack, you've got a way of making over $300,000 in cash, one net, if you have the 1102 net, and over 100,000 XP. Both of them are just mind-boggling. So this is what we're going to use. We're going to use that Krampus Catcher setup, the 33-pound. The chocolate bar rod, 33-pound. The Choco Boom reel, 6,500, 30-pound. We're going to use .02 mono. Now, a guy asked me, Room Planet, yes, and there we go. Asked me why mono, and I said because the mono was what came in the Krampus Catcher pack. So evidently they wanted you to use that. Okay. Also, .011 liter, 32 pounds. The Christmas Treat Waggler, and a 7/0 hook. Now, 10/0 came in with the Krampus Catcher pack, but 7/0 seemed to work better. So we're going to use candy cane for bait. We're going to use a 34-inch leader. It keeps changing to 33. I don't know why, but it does. And the thing about it is, what we're going to do, we're in Maku Maku. We do this, so I can get back to the boat dock. And anywhere in the water, anywhere there's water, there are the Krampus Payara, and they pay some good money. I mean, some really, really good money. Okay. So what we do? Let's see if I got anything left here. Okay. Well, we're gonna get lump of coal. Ah, that's some bait I don't need. Okay, whatever. So we'll go down and get in our boat. Oh, by the way, if you don't have the Elfin kayak, if you come over here and rent this kayak, there's the wooden ones here. See, that one's mine. You can get the wooden one, and it's, I don't know what the rent is, $1,500, whatever it is. And you can get in it, and you come out here, and you catch one of these fish, and just let it pull you around for approximately 10 game minutes. Then you reel it in, and it will have pulled you far enough that you've got the Elfin kayak. Hello, Jeff. Happy New Year. We're going to, all you got to do is just get away from the dock. Okay, here we go. And this is what I do. Lower, drop my anchor, raise my anchor, put the rod out, and we're going to set it at 60 feet. I don't know why. That just seems to be the number. And I got that from a guy's name I can't pronounce. Yep, and everyone the same. Happy New Year. The guy's name is, I wrote it down. He was in our stream yesterday. Oops, there's a fish already. Tetsarum. I want you to watch this. Look at this XP. And I'm going to show you the system that works. And I'm telling you, it works. The least I've had is $315,000. Now I've only got 20. After this one, I've only got 26 candy canes left, and you have to buy the Krampus Catcher pack in order to get more. See, I waited too long to start reeling this one in. It's going to fight me. But if you, as soon as it hits, you reel it in. It takes almost no time at all to get it in. But it doesn't matter. We got an hour, because what we're going to do, once we get it in, we're going to bring the rod in, drop the anchor, raise the anchor, throw the rod out, and increase our skip time for 1 hour. That's it, 1 hour. Throw the bait back out there, no matter where you are on the water. Doesn't matter. Come on, you silly thing. No matter where you are on the water, you'll catch the fish. This wanted to be stubborn. I didn't hear a ding. Maybe y'all did. I didn't hear a ding, and I had me a good breakfast. Maybe that's why I didn't hear the ding. Well, I had me a couple scrambled eggs and some turkey bacon and another flaky biscuit and a good old big old mug of hot cocoa. And I was walking around with it, messing with the dog, and Marita said, my wife said, "Why are you walking around with a cup of hot chocolate?" And I said, "Because it was too hot to drink with breakfast." She said, "Good reason." But see how it's dragging this big old boat around? If you're in a kayak, buddy, you'll pick up some speed. And I'm telling you, you'll get that elfin kayak if you let it drag you around. One guy said 5 minutes. Well, I went 10 minutes just to be safe so I wouldn't have to do it again. And sure enough, there it was. Now, that's no big deal, but that elfin kayak sells, it's either 70 or 80 bait coins. So it's like having a something in the bank. If you need it somewhere down the road, you'll have 70 or 80, whichever it sells for, I'm not sure, bait coins that you can use if you need them. If you need them. Can you do this on other Christmas monsters like the one in Everglades? No, because in the Everglades you can't use a boat. It has to pull you in a kayak. See there? Look at that. 16,000. 6,000 plus XP. Okay. All I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring in my rod. I'm going to lower the anchor. Bring the anchor up. Put the rod back out. I'm going to advance time. Now, the thing about it is, the advanced time, the cool down period, is somewhere around 3 minutes. So usually, if you go ahead and you have a cool down, it's not going to be very long at all. Okay? And we're going to throw it out there. And wait for the next one. Good morning, DV. Good morning, young lady. Happy New Year. Man, I stayed up to 12 last night to my wife and I and my son used. Okay, I've not got that lake unlocked. Okay. Oh, there's the ding. If you have the money and can buy the Krampus pack, you can level up. It's $19.99 is what it is, but you can get 100 of the candy canes. You catch 100 of these things and you're going to have $1.5 million. And see there? Same deal. Rod in, anchor down. That's just to keep us from floating around. Anchor up, rod out. Advanced time. Oops, see there? It's only 23 seconds left. That's the good part about this. You don't have to wait 48 minutes. How long's left on event? 9 days. You can catch 100 of these in one day. I quit yesterday because I only had 27 of the candy canes left. And I wanted to do it this morning. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. But it's a 33-pound rig, and I didn't make any changes to it. There's tips. I'll show you next time we bring a fish in. There's tips that are on this rod. There's a light, medium, and heavy. and the default is the heavy, and that's the one. Mike asked me, Mike Mizufan Mike Gaming asked me which tip I used. I said, I didn't know there was tips. He said, yeah, there's different tips. There's a light, a medium, excuse me, and a heavy. And I said, I don't know. I didn't change any of them. See, look at this, 17,000. Yeah. I just ranked again. Thank you. Okay. Right here's the tips. You can have a light, a medium, and a heavy. Heavy comes as standard or default, and I just left it there. I didn't know anything about it, so I just left it there. Mike asked the question. Now looky there. That's changed to 33 again. Isn't that interesting? I'm just going to leave it alone on catching fish. So anyhow, same steps. Rod in, anchor down to keep us from moving around, anchor up, rod out, time. Oops, already advanced time, didn't I? I think I advanced time. I don't remember. Did I or did I not? I don't remember. Somebody help me. I was talking. I can't think and talk at the same time. We'll find out in just a minute, because it doesn't take long for it to ding. Hopefully you'll keep track of where you're at and what you're doing, and you won't. I don't think I advanced time. So it's going to cost me a coin. That's okay. I just got 2 coins. Because it doesn't take 10 game minutes or so for a fish hits. It takes no time at all. Which this now tells me that I did not advance the time. I was too busy talking. That's okay. There we go. Now let's see what happens. Do 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 do. But this is a system, man. You can't beat it. If you buy the Krampus pack, you get a 1-day pass down here, and you can, if you're a level 50 something, that 1 day you can level up 2 or 3 levels with all that XP. $600,000 to $700,000 XP. That's a lot of XP. Do 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 do. 4 minutes. First ding. Do 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 do. And this, like I say, you can catch 100 of these in a day. Use every one of your cane. I could have used all of these last night, but I wanted to hold on to these last 20 plus so I could show y'all today how to do this. And Z can tell you it works. She was still catching them when I quit last night. And I caught one yesterday. See, that's awful close. Maximum here is 61.7 something. That's the maximum. So I caught a 61.5 something, which was a new PB. Let's see if I can shut my mouth while I do this, so I won't forget what I'm doing. Anchor down, anchor up, rod out, time. See? Worst case scenario, that's going to be 2 minutes and something if you catch the fish real fast. But even if you don't have premium, it's still, it's still short. But the gentleman that told me about this streams just about every day for 9 or 10 hours. I think he followed me. There he is. It's Terutzim. Terutzim. He's the one that had me change my leader because I was using a longer leader and casting out further. And a lot of them that I would catch would take me longer to get them in. But he said just cast out 60 feet and use that 34-inch leader, which keeps changing itself.
I ran out candy canes last night.
That's a shame. And the only way you can get candy canes now is, this is going to play a little bit, is to buy the Krampus Catcher Pack again. And if I had any of those DLCs left, that would be an awesome giveaway, but I don't have any, I'm sorry, for either PC or Xbox. All I've got left that I can give away is Xbox, is a Christmas Magic Pack and a Santa Kayak Pack. Those are the only two that I have left to give away right now, and they're both for Xbox. So if anybody here is an Xbox player, I'm glad to give you one of them.
I got 13 million now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Way to go, girl. Congratulations. A lot of money, a lot of money.
Skits 31 said, Happy New Year.
Well, Happy New Year to you, Milwaukee, you and your family. I started later. I slept later today. Well, I slept till 7:30. That's an hour later than normal. And got up and let the dogs in and out. And got down and piddled a little bit. I fished in a competition this morning. The Maku Maku Carnivores. And I recorded it, but I didn't turn my sound on. So that wasn't too good. I left in 9th place. And with about more than half the people finished, I was down to 12th place. So, but I learned that I was using the wrong lure, but I used the right lure too late to really do a whole lot of good. So maybe next time I'll know. That's what we do. We learn a little bit, pass it on. That's the fisherman's way. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to, all of y'all that have the Krampus Catcher Pack, you've got this rig. And you can catch these fish, candy cane, just over and over and over all day long. Till you run out of candy canes. And then unless you want to buy the Krampus Catcher Pack again. And you rod up, anchor down, anchor up, rod out. Now I probably won't even have to wait this time, see, because it's like 2.5 minutes is the cool down. And now, is it raining? You forget it when it's raining. Z will tell you, they do not bite when it's raining. I gotta wait 2 minutes. I think I have to go till 11 or 12 o'clock when the rain stops. But Z caught one in the rain, and that was it. And it was just as it started to rain. But when they're raining, they don't bite. Doesn't matter. You can only put 19. One time I got 20 in my net, but 19. And it's funny part about it, it's like 1103 or 1109 is the weight with 19 of them. Then one time I had 1190 something and caught the 20th one, which put me over. Which the sad part of that is, when I repair my keep net, it's going to hurt. It's probably going to be a 50 or 60,000 repair bill. Big deal. That's 4 or 5 of these fish. That's all. So that's a good thing. But anyhow, I'm so happy to have found this. I was watching Warlord Sully. He caught 2. Now he used a little different method, but he caught 2. And I said, well, and then I was fishing another way, the way I was trying to use it. And that's when T came in and said to do this. And all the difference in the world. Because I was waiting. I was waiting 45, 50 minutes in between catching fish, game time. And it took me all day long to catch 19. Over 6 hours real time. So this is awesome. See, if you fish 15 minutes each time and you catch 20 fish, that's 300 minutes? That's still 5 hours, isn't it? But it don't take 15 minutes unless you let them get away from you. Oops. See what I did? Doggone it. Talking instead of thinking. It's still raining. I'm not going to wait the 2 minutes this time. Let's see what we got here. It shows rain. 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 There we go. I got to go to 4 p.m. Stop raining. Sometimes it's a lot less time. You go from like 7 to 10 or 11 and it stops raining. This day, it didn't stop till 4. That's okay. Before this method, the best I'd ever done was down at Bolivia, at Moran River, and I kept small fish, and I fished all day long to fill up that 1102. Now I had 101,000. That's the best I've ever done. I think Mike said one time he had 112 or something like that, but 102 is about the best I've ever done. When I catch this fish, I'm gonna be close to 100,000 now. And this is just the sixth one, I believe. As soon as that goes down, start reeling it in. And most of the time, they don't take off with you. Every once in a while they do, but if you get it as soon as it goes down, you can get them in quickly. See, that only took 5 minutes total. I'm not going to start anything. Okay, see what I mean? I got 6 fish. I got $100,000. 100,000. Okay. Rod, anchor, rod, time. I ain't gonna wait. I'm using coins I got. If you want to wait, you don't have to wait on the. Hello, Bogus. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you and your family. I got a text this morning from a buddy of mine. Well, it's from Mike, as a matter of fact. It said, "Goodbye 2020, welcome 2021." That was a winner. But this is the way that works. But this is how to get a bunch of money and a bunch of XP. If you got that, oops, see, I didn't grab that one fast enough. It's gonna come in okay. See, that one took 3 minutes. 3 game minutes. 3 game minutes is wow, 180. That's 45 seconds. Wonder if it's going to ask me to advance time again with a coin. We'll find out. Yep, but see, now we're back to that 2 minute stuff, so that's good. But if you hook one and it runs off and it takes you time to get it in, when you get ready to advance time, there's no cooldown because it'll take you 2.5 minutes to get it in. And if you don't have premium, excuse me, it's just double the time, but it's still, it's still no time at all. But if you mess up and have to use a coin, it'll get back into the sequence, as you can see. Happy New Year, viewers. Welcome to our stream. And like I said earlier, I've still got 2 Xbox DLCs I'd like to give away. I have a Christmas Magic Pack and the Santa Kayak Pack.
Happy New Year. I've already started with black eyes and cornbread.
That'll be our supper. Late lunch or supper, that's when we'll have it. What about the hog jowl? Hog jowl, like I said, my wife eats the greens. I don't eat the greens. It's just something I can't eat. When I was young, I didn't care for spinach. And my parents, my mother, my stepfather, when I did something wrong, there's 2 things they would make me eat a bowl of. One was spinach and one was sauerkraut. I didn't like either one of them. And they would make me eat a bowl. That was because they could beat on my tail all day long. And if I was going to do something, I'd try to decide whether it was worth getting a spanking. And I'd go ahead and do it anyhow, if I thought it was worth it. But
Said, didn't do any pork roast or jowls, but I am cooking some Cajun and smoked sausage.
It's not the same. See, now this is going to take some time to get in, so when I get ready to advance time, I won't have any cool down. But I'd sit there and cry and gag and everything else trying to eat that bowl of sauerkraut or that bowl of spinach. Oh.
Said, I'm going ice fishing pole.
There you go. Use an auger or a chainsaw? And do you have a hut? You drag a hut out there, or do you sit out in the wind and the cold?
August 12/16. Said, in my dreams rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing. Nightman.
I know.
At August 12/16, you learned your lesson. Stop spamming emotes warning. Ball dropper. Said, spinach is so, but I love sauerkraut and any cabbage. August 12/16.
I like slaw.
Said, God dang Nightman, stop it dang bit.
Now, be careful. Watch your language. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Using the Lord's name in any form of derogatory remark is not cool in my book. And if a nightbot doesn't get you, I will. So that's your warning. You only get one. Oh no. Boom. The reason I try to keep my streams and my videos so clean, other than the fact that I'm a Christian, is that I know that there are children that watch these videos.
Watched a buddy stream ice fishing yesterday in New York. No luck on tip UPS, but they did chicken ice laker.
That's that's something up in Indiana that when the lakes froze over that I never got into is ice fishing.
Bogus 1216 said, "Well, I still watch you in YouTube, but I believe I have the right to say what I want."
You see, that's what people think of rights. Your rights leave off where other people's begin. That's the rights. And
Bogus 1216 said, "I didn't curse, but hey, you do you."
I'm not scolding you, I'm just asking you. Please respect my wishes. Because I
Said, "That's iffy because this is DBS house.
that's right.
Everyone has rights until those rights infringe upon someone else's."
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Ma. That's like I had a motorcycle for sale once.
Bogus 1216 said, "Feelings are not rights."
No, but it's my house. This is my house. My community, my house. My rules. That's just the way it is. What I was going to say is I had a motorcycle for sale once and I wanted to get rid of it really, really bad.
Said, "Just ban me now."
No, I told you, I'll give anybody a second chance. People give me a lot of second chances. But I had this motorcycle I wanted to sell. It was a Kawasaki 500, 3-cylinder, that would run like a scalded dog.
Mall Dropper said, "If you want to have the discussion, the Bible says do not take the Lord's name in vain. And using the word God with any fuss is considered doing that." Bogus 1216 said, "Nah, because I will say it again."
Okay. Your choice, not mine.
Teacher underscore so's said, "Why be bad? Why not respect someone's wishes? As a veteran, trust me, I curse all the time. But I can respect someone enough to not." Bogus 1216
Thank you very much.
said, "Have a great stream."
Thank you, Bogus. Okay. Like I said, your choice, not mine. But you're right, Mall Dropper. And that's a terrible way to start off a new year.
Skits 30
Having a good stream.
said, 500 cubic centimeters or 750 cubic centimeters, 3-cylinder, very fast.
Yes.
Mall Dropper
Yes.
said, "Not a bit, but I'm the same way, so's. I will slip up, but I try really hard not to."
Well, I've said it before, there's no nail scars in my hands. I'm not perfect by no means. But I try to do the best that I can. So,
Teacher underscore so's said, "I agree with Maul. I would say God when absurd, not meaning the Father, but my mom said don't say it, so we didn't say it."
correct. Well, I don't know how that happened.
Teacher underscore so's said, "Now my mama did LOL, but we gotta switch if we did." Mall Dropper said, "LOL."
When I was young, my mama would wash my mouth out with soap. And it got to the point where when I said something I knew I wasn't supposed to say, I just head to the bathroom and grab the bar of soap and start washing it out.
/ not exclamation.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Teacher_Sos said, my wife did my daughter but not for cursing, she did it because my daughter said toucan instead of taken a lot.
Okay. My wife was a school teacher. She used to get really upset at me for saying ain't. See, we've been married 47 years. And she said, ain't is not in the dictionary. Quit using ain't. Well, when they put ain't in the dictionary, I had to laugh because now it's in the dictionary. And I've been saying it for a long, long time. I'm sorry, Bogus. Like I say, that was your choice, and I hate to do that. But I won't. I'm gonna keep my stream as clean as I can. And if somebody wants to say that,
Teacher_Sos
it's not cool.
said, Lordy, I'm a Texan, ain't is in my DNA, LOL.
Okay, I get that. Well, I was born in Missouri, but I'm 1/8 Cherokee Indian, and I'm very proud of that.
Said, now I used to twist words just to make people laugh. I would say toucan or tooks, and my copyright was gription instead of saying traction.
Then if you go to Kansas, you park your car in a garage. You don't park it in a garage, you park it in a garage.
Teacher_Sos said, LOL. Skids 31 said, that's funny, go to someone's house and not follow their rules. This is why I come to your stream. I can go anywhere to listen garbage.
You're right, Milwaukee. To get back to my story, the motorcycle, I wanted to sell it really, really bad. So I put it had a cylinder that had a bad set of points in it, and had it worked on, but every once in a while, those points would stick, so that cylinder wouldn't run. And it had a power band, so you'd be going down the road, stop at a traffic light or something, start to pull off, and all of a sudden, you only had 2 cylinders. So you give it a little bit more gas, to get going, then all of a sudden, 100, 200 feet down the road, that third cylinder would kick in, that power band kick in, and boom, there you go. And there was no telling when it was going to do it. So I had my wife on the back of it with me one day. We're heading down the road, stopped at a light, took off, and sure enough, I could tell that cylinder was stuck. Went about half a block, and it kicked in, and she liked to squeeze me in half when it jerked back. She said, "Get rid of it. It'll kill you." I said, "Yes, dear." So I put an ad in the paper. The first guy, I didn't smoke. The first guy that came to the house, we talked about the motorcycle outside. He said, "Do you mind if I ride it?" I said, "No." He rode it down the hill, rode it back up the driveway, parked it, and he said, "Okay." We walked in the house. And the first thing he did was sit down and light up a cigarette. Started to light up a cigarette. I said, "Look, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I don't smoke. Now you can either put the cigarette out or you can leave. I don't care whether you buy the motorcycle or not, but you will not smoke in my house." He said, "Oh, I'm sorry." I said, "Do you see any ashtrays around? If you don't see any ashtrays in the house, there's a good chance that the people that live there don't smoke." "Well, I didn't think about it." I said, "No, you didn't think about it. Do you want to smoke? Do you want to buy the motorcycle? I don't care." So he said, "Well, I want the motorcycle." I said, "Fine." And he put the cigarette back in his pack, put it in his pocket, bought the motorcycle. But I really didn't care. I don't care whether he bought it or not. He was not going to smoke in my house. Ooh, that's getting close to max. There's a buddy of mine owned a jewelry store. I've mentioned his name here many times before. He smokes terrible. I mean, if he could light chains, he'd smoke them. But I've been after him for 50 years to quit smoking.
I smoke myself, but always go outside.
Well, I quit smoking this coming August will be 48 years ago. My wife and I got married in June of that year, and she didn't smoke, and I look back and I smoked between 3 and 3.5 packs of Cools a day. That's all I could taste. I mean, I smoked a lot, and if I'd have kept on, I'd probably been dead lung cancer a long time ago. But she didn't smoke. She never bugged me, never said, you need to quit smoking, I want you to quit smoking. None of that. She just didn't. And that might have led to something to the way things went after all. But first week in August, one morning I said, how would you like it if I quit smoking? She said, yeah, that would be fine. That's all she said. I said, okay, I quit. We thought that, we kind of laughed. She laughed because we knew it probably wasn't going to happen. If I didn't have a carton and a half a carton in the back seat of my car, I was almost out of cigarettes. So anyhow, I had an open pack. I put it up over my sun visor because I knew I wasn't going to quit. I mean, it was just a part of me. So I go to work. I worked in an analytical lab, which is a lot of downtime, a lot of sitting on your tail calculating or figuring out titrations and percentages and whatever. It was a edible oil lab. So anyhow, I knew a guy there that smoked Cools. So I went into work and I said, hey, Don, you want these cigarettes? And he said, sure. I said, well, I'm quitting smoking. He knew how much I smoked. He said, yeah, right, sure. So I gave him to him, that carton and a half roughly. And that was it. About 10 days later, that withdrawal, it was getting bad. I mean, I could have bit railroad ties or railroad tracks and spit out staples. I mean, it was bad. So we got up one morning, I was fixing to head to work, and my wife said something to me, and it just hit me all wrong. I don't even remember what it was, but it hit me wrong. And I went out the front door and slammed the door, broke the glass on the storm door. That didn't help anything. Went and got my car, driving down the road, looked up there and saw that pack of cigarettes. Now, it had been sitting there for a week and a half. Saw that pack of cigarettes there, pulled one out, popped a cigarette lighter in, and I could not wait. I know it's going to be so good. Oh, I could not wait. That lighter popped out. I stuck it up to the end of that cigarette. And now, there again, cool. Took a big old drag. I choked, coughed, gagged, big old crocodile tears. I'm talking about run down my face. I had to pull off the road to keep from wrecking. I couldn't see. And I choked and gagged so hard I almost threw up. And I looked at that cigarette, I threw it out the window, watered that pack up and threw it out. Litter bug, shame on me. And that was it. I'd quit. 5 years later, at least 5 years, my mother-in-law and father-in-law, we were at Red Lobster. Went there to eat supper. Now, remember what I said, 5 years later. We got done eating. I slid my chair back and went like this. And I looked at my wife. I said, look at me. Look at me. Look at what I'm doing. She said, you're reaching for a cigarette. And I said, yeah. She said, you don't even smoke. I said, I know it, dear. That's how ingrained that habit is. It's here. But that was it. That was the last time I had anything like that happen. But that was scary. I mean, I was reaching for a cigarette 5 years after I quit smoking. True story. How did I get 59 feet out? Here we go. But it's just, and I know people that smoke now that it's a filthy habit. And all I could think of is when I did smoke and my wife had kissed me, how would I have felt licking an ashtray, you know? Because as much as I smoked, I know I stunk terrible. I had to have. And for her to love me enough to put up with that, she had to really love me. And I thank the good Lord for that. I keep wondering every once in a while why she's kept me around so long. Because me knowing me, I'd have probably got rid of me a long time ago. But you chatters, I do appreciate you respecting my chat rules. But I have had comments on my videos that I posted. People said that they know that they can watch my videos with their kids and know they don't have to worry about having to censor what's going on. I don't want to do that.
Jeff 01010101144 said, "Congratulations, it is hard to quit, takes some willpower."
Oh, I'll tell you another thing that was hard to quit. Coca-Cola. Woo! That caffeine that they put in Coca-Cola. Oh, that's just about as bad.
Said, "My wife smokes by outside."
I see a lot of people that do. They won't smoke in their house, but they smoke outside. People across the street, there's 3 of them live there. Husband, wife, and a mother. And I see them out on the front porch smoking cigarettes. Okay. That's their life. They can do what they want.
Teacher_sos said, "I drank DP, stopped 3 years ago, dead quit. I drink tea and water now only."
Well, I drink Sprite. That's what I got in my cup here. Sprite and water. Every once in a while, milk. And I drink my hot chocolate, which is chocolate flavored water. But I can't drink too much milk because I get kidney stones. And they hurt. So I used to drink milk. I used to drink a gallon or 2 gallons of milk a week. Maybe that's why I get kidney stones. But I don't drink. Every once in a while I'll put some milk on cereal. Or if I'm having chili, real good chili, and I like good spicy hot Texican, good hot spicy chili, I'll have half a glass of milk with that. By the way, Texican, I lived in Orange, Texas, when my dad was stationed at the military base. But believe me, I understand. I truly understand. That's a light one. What do we got here? 875. Okay, that one took a while. So I won't have a cool down period. But I used to live in Orange, Texas, when my dad was there in the Navy, when I was 3 or 4 years old. And my dad, when he retired from the Navy, he was the money man aboard. He was on LSTs most of the time he served in the Navy. He was an accountant, a bookkeeper on LSTs, and he was the money man on every ship. He would, I loan you 20, you give me 25 payday. That's illegal now in the Navy or in all branches, but that's what he did. And all that extra money he sent home to my stepmother, and she bought 5 or 6 houses down in Beaumont with that extra money that he said, because he was in the Navy 32 years. So anyhow, that's where he retired. When he retired, he was in Beaumont. That's where he lived. That's where he died. Now he's buried in Houston at the National Cemetery there. Boy, that was a real wrong thing. With his service, he should have had a full complement.
Jeff 01010101144 said, "Got to go, have a great 2021 everyone."
You too, Jeff. God bless you. Thank you for your valuable time, buddy. I appreciate it. Well, I'm only going to get another two's all I'm going to get before the day changes because of the raining. But that's okay. But you have a good day. You have a good 2021 as well, Jeff. And thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. God bless you and your family. Be safe, be well. But anyhow, what I get is what I get. I'll get this one and one more. And then I'll have to roll it over to a new day. And I'll go ahead and use the rest of these. If my rod and my line and everything don't give up. That's a little bit better. Rod, anchor down, anchor up, rod, time. Oh, it's raining. I wonder if I'll catch one, just out of curiosity. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. We'll try. Now that sky doesn't look like rain. There must be a big old cloud right over my head. Looky here. After me telling you they don't hit in the rain. Just going to make a fabricator out of me, right? An unmitigated prevaricator. That's what it is.
Teacher_sos said, "I love this game, but I am burnt out on grinding. I haven't even made it to Blue Crab yet. Just burned out."
I understand. I told my next to the youngest son yesterday, I said, I downloaded, by the way, Jurassic Park Evolution at Epic Games is free.
Said, "LOL yesos, you'll be so tired of seeing sturgeon that you'll never want to catch them."
Been there, done that. Anyhow, Jurassic Park Evolution is free. T told us about it yesterday, and so I went ahead and downloaded it from Epic Games. You have to download their launcher and the game, but it's free. It's a $40-something game, but it's free. It was for 24 hours. So I downloaded it, and I started trying to play it yesterday. It's beyond me. I'll have to watch some YouTube videos to see if I can learn what to do. But anyhow, I told my son that I did it. He said, "Are you burnt out on fishing plant?" I said, "No. I just thought when I'm not fishing, I'd try something else." I downloaded, what's it called? Rocket what? Rocket League. I downloaded Rocket League, but I hadn't tried it yet. It was free one day too. Every once in a while, Epic puts games up for 24 hours that are free, which is pretty cool. Got somebody coming around us, don't we? There we are.
Teacher_sos said, "I had a premium for 3 years. I let it go on the 13th. Just tired of the grind."
I understand. But see, I'll grind for a while to get somewhere, and then I'll do a tournament or a competition, or just go try something else somewhere and just see if it works and do experiment. So, but I've been playing it for since November, first week in November of 2017. So I've been playing a little over 3 years, and to me, it's still fun. It's still interesting, and I've got 8 more candy canes. So rod up, anchor down, and this is another grind. But let me show you. Let me show you this. Well, you'll see the XP too. Is it going to be raining in the morning? We'll have to find out. Why don't you look at that XP? See, that's the least I've had. Well, see, I didn't get 19 in because of the too many hours I advanced. But 300,000 and 109,990 XP. That's the least I've had. Even without premium, it's 200,000 and 73,000 XP. So that's what makes this fun. Okay, it's not raining, so maybe I'll get 9 more, which will be close to 500,000 in money. We'll see what happens.
Warlord Sully is the one who got me hooked on it. I was fishing Texas was like level 24 and still at Texas. LOL. Skits 31. Zed. Rocket is fun.
I haven't tried it yet. I downloaded the game, but I just hadn't tried it yet. But I'll give it a try. I may stream it. I don't know. Some people like to watch it, but the Jurassic Park Evolution, I'll have to watch some YouTube videos on that, I guess, to learn what I need to do with what. I went to the beginning, what it told me to do.
Sometime my internet is slow, so games with a lot action play slow.
That's what Z was telling me yesterday when I told her about the Jurassic Park Evolution. She said that her computer wouldn't handle games with a lot of action like that, or Rocket League. And my old system didn't like this one. I mean, my GPU and CPU, man, they were burning up using 98 and 99% of memory. So that's why I got this one.
Plus, I play on PlayStation. There seems to be a lot of trash on PS, always talking stupid in the chat or racist also. Not sure about PC. It's 31. Zed. I am fishing as I spent 56 today's skits got all the missions.
There you go. There you go. Key, you're right. It's on here as well.
Zed. Oh, it's on PC too, so it's especially in low-level leagues.
Yes, it is. But I'm telling you right now, Black Plague, Big Legit, and me been talking to, and Game Master Vino and Game Master Big Daddy have been talking to the devs about it, and the Game Masters, they can boot people off. They can give them a 1-year suspension up to a 6-year suspension from chat, and if they repeat it, they can just ban them. But if you give somebody a 6-year chat suspension, wouldn't that be the same thing as saying, we don't want you here anymore? Can't you take a hint? But they're working at it, believe me. But there's always somebody that works some way around it, like leaving spaces in between letters to spell out words, or some of the names people have on here are just downright disgusting.
Zed. I got an Alienware Area 51 should be able to handle it.
Cool. There you go. Now, I started buying me an Alienware, but I bought this Cyber Power. Was about $300-400 less, but it's got an i7 RTX 2060 video card. That was the key, but I had to have the processor that could handle the video card. I got 1 terabyte solid state. I got 2 terabytes of hard drive. I got 32 gigs of memory, and it's water cooled. So I'm set for at least another 6 months. I ought to be able to play just about anything I want to play. This is going. This one thinks it's bad. Uh-oh! Look, see there, my my line, my rod and reel. They're all getting. I'm going to have to. I don't know if they'll last through 7 more fish. The rod and the reel might. I don't know about the line. These things are. I had to change my leader yesterday. It was getting. I was afraid it'd break. I didn't want to lose a fish. Didn't want to waste the bait. So I'll look at the. I can change the line and leader. Let me see what it is when I get this fish in. I've fished with, and I've seen a lot of people fish with a rod and reel down around 5 or 6%. I don't like this. It costs too much to replace them. It costs you $5,000 to repair it, but it costs you $100,000 or $50,000 to buy a new reel, or $40,000 for a rod. So why not go ahead and spend the $3,000 or $4,000 to repair it? But in this situation, it cost me $20,000 to leave and come back, $18,500 and travel.
Said, don't know a lot about computers, but would like to learn and build one.
Well, there's a lot of instructions. The main thing you want to do.
Said, ladies and gents, have a great day and New Year. I have rat killing to take care of, so my wife don't ban me. LOL.
Enjoyed you stopping by, Key, and please have a happy New Year. God bless you and your family. Stay safe and stay well. Okay, you're welcome anytime. Well, that's looking pretty good. And as Minnie Pearl would say, y'all come back now, you hear? I like that. That's about as southern as you get. That's Tennessee Southern. Here we go with the rain again. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Counting the one on the hooks. 7 more. That'll be the end of it. Then I'll have to find something else to do. But I'll have plenty of money. Looky there. Looky there. Ding, ding, ding. This is almost like shooting fish in a barrel, isn't it? Barrel of fun. Now this is going to run on me. It thinks it's bad. You see that reel popping up and down? What I'm doing is I'm popping my right mouse button. Sometimes it helps get it in a little faster. Now see, the other day when I was fishing, a long time, nothing would bite in the rain. So this system even works in the rain. Cool. Now we know. Live and learn. Live and learn. Learn a little bit, pass it on. That's the fisherman's way. I got to patch a corner of my fence in the backyard. We got water that used to run, almost like a river down across my backyard. And the fence, the corner of the fence post, that's concreted in. there's a ditch behind it, and it's eroded enough to where that about to fall off. And it had bent over, so I brought it back up and used one of my dog's old cables to sew it to the other corner post that's still good and solid. And my male dog, day before yesterday, had one of those harnesses that goes around his chest or around his over his neck. He got down there, and he's a half black lab, and the daddy was a traveling man. But anyhow, chocolate lab. He got down there and chewed that in half so he could get out. And you run down there and he gets out, and then his sister that I've got follows him out of the fence, and I'm afraid they'll get hurt. So I've got to go down, and I'll take some bull wire fencing and put it down, and then curl it back, and then put some logs to hold it down there where he can't dig under it. Boy, he's a digger too. He'll find someplace a weak spot under close to the bottom of the fence, and it don't take him no time at all to dig under it and get going. But they don't go anywhere. They run around the yard a little bit, and the next thing we know, they're up on the front porch.
Watched your YouTube to catch red-tailed barracuda. Did everything the way you did. Caught every fish there except red-tailed barracuda and cats ans arapaima.
I had 2 places for red-tail, if I believe right. It's just maybe you wasn't spitting on your bait right. That was not an easy one to find. I know that. The red-tailed barracuda was not easy to find. Uni Oscar wasn't either. It was interesting that they were close together. Well, when I get done with the rest of my candy canes here, I'm going to have to go back to Moron, Bolivia, and catch some catfish. Or if anybody would like to see anything else, let me know. I'll do that. I've got the money. Money, money, money. Give me money. That's what I want. What time am it? It am 12:22. I didn't eat breakfast till 10, so I won't be eating lunch for a while. Do. I don't remember the weather conditions of that carnivores tournament. I know it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but I don't remember. Maybe it's still listed as finished, and I can see what the weather was. Practice a little bit for that next time it comes around. And then there were 3. 4, counting the one I got on. See, now if I was independently wealthy, I'd just buy me another Krampus catcher pack. So I'd have 100 more candy canes. Wow, that'd be another $1.5 million. Yeah. That's a lot of money. See, this is going to put me back over 14 million. 15 million is the most I've ever had. Then I started traveling around to Russia and Weeping Willow and here and there and everywhere and jumping around and doing events, and boy, I tell you, it eats it up. I got down under 12. And then my buddy in England had 25 million. 25. Ah, he put me to shame. So we figured if there's some way we could start a bank on here and loan money, we'd do all right. Of course, you can't do it, but it was a thought. Okay, the rain stopped at 10 o'clock this morning. Didn't have to go all the way to 4. I have no idea where I'm even at on the lake right now. I don't remember this shoreline, and this might be a good place to start trying those lures. The Glow Hollow and the X Series spoon, X Series casting spoon. I didn't use the Glow Hollow, but I started getting decent fish with the X Series casting spoon, but it was too late in the event this morning. I started out with my buzz bait with the rattlesnake on it and caught a few fish, but nothing big. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Z doesn't like him to come in this easy. She wants to fight him. She wants him to run her all over the lake. This is going to be a little bit of a testy. Come on, come on. Yep. I use I fish for them at night off the boat dock and use the night crank. I think the 8-foot night crank is what I was using. I was catching asp and the zander. Worked pretty good. Then every once in a while I do the holographic night spoon. It worked pretty good too, but the night crank worked best for me. It was fun. That's where I caught 300 fish in one night, fishing for down by the Blue Barge, fishing for bream, silver and blue bream, and goby, and I forget what else. But one of the just about. Yeah, you can at night. You sure can. And they're good money and good XP. They're just not really huge. But anyhow, there's a challenge where you catch 200 fish in a day and a challenge where you release 100. So what I did was the way they were striking and catching, I was catching them on peas. Just regular old peas. So it's a cheap bait. Oh, looky there. Another new person on. Yeah. See, that's real close to maximum. Let me see if I can teach y'all something. If you hold your right mouse button down, you can swing that fish around. And what I'm trying to do is get it where I got more sunlight. That looks about the same. Let's try again. Yeah, it's not going to get any better, is it? Thank you, fish. That's my third PB. And see, 61.7 is the max of this size of this fish on this lake. So that's pretty good.
You can do the same while looking at yourself.
I thought you had to have a fish before you could do that. Oh well. That I didn't wholly understand. It doesn't matter. There's a lot I don't understand. We're getting close. We're getting close. Got two. Got three. Get to catch three more of them. Oh, that's it. Three more. Okay, the next event I'm really looking forward to is 4th of July. I really hope they don't change it much from last year. If they did, if they don't, I'll put a video out there and teach y'all. I won't say too much about it, but you'll like it a lot. If they don't change it much, it can make a big, big difference in what you have to work with. But you have to, it's like that old song, you got to prime the pump and have faith and believe.
And when you have the fishing hand and hit P to look at yourself, you can hold right click to twist around to get the light without swapping.
Oh, okay.
First person view.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I knew you would explain me. Keep me straight anyhow. Thank you very much. Did not know that. Learn a little bit, pass it on. That's the fisherman's way. I was in a Facebook fishing club, and people were posting some really terrible composed pictures, and I made a suggestion on how to compose better pictures, because they still had all that information on the right. They were too far away from the picture. Like, here's the picture. The person was down here instead up in the middle. And I told them, I said, you know, you can do some things to adjust the picture. You can do this, do that. And they came back real sarcastic. I'll take my pictures the way I want to. I don't care what they look like. And I thought, okay, what's the point of taking a picture then? But I didn't say anything. But there was some language that went on in there that I didn't like either. So there was also another person on there that was saying stuff trying to help lower level players that was just totally wrong. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or just trying to be a total jerk. And I told him, I said, man, that's not right. I mean, I don't know how long you've been playing this game, but what you're telling these people is just not right. Well, he came back at me sarcastically, and then I sarcastically went back at him and said, look, if you don't know what you're doing, don't try to help people, because if you hurt them, you're not helping anything, and you've got players that are newbies that you'll burn them out because they won't want to play the game. Well, he said some things, and I said some things, and then one of my other buddies jumped on him. We're out of bait. Let's see what we get out of that. And only 135,000. And you can believe this or not, but his mother got into the conversation. You need to leave my son alone. Blah, 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 blah. And all we could do about that was laugh. I mean, how many people get into a discussion with somebody and get their mother involved in a conversation? This is a grown person. This is not a child. This is a grown person. You get your mother. You need to leave him alone. Da, 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 da. And I said, yeah, you know, if that's the way you think about it. So I just left. I didn't go back to that club. So then I found out he was on Facebook, and I went on Facebook and said some smart aleck, no vulgarity or anything, but some smart aleck things to him. And I got banned from his channel on Facebook. And I thought that was funny too. So I have been banned. Well, let's see. I can do this. Nope, because I took my polar glasses off. I sure did. I just got my regular sunglasses on. Let's go down here and try a little further down than where I normally fish and see if that glow hollow do 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 do. And let's see. Is it that one? Yes. Now let's try the glow hollow. See what it'll do. Do 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 do.
Mall dropper said, my problem with trying to help people is I can't remember what levels the baits are. I'm like, just use a leech and you'll catch it, but the guy is too low to buy leeches.
Mm-hmm. I get that. That's one thing that there's not a spreadsheet on baits. And it's pretty extensive what you can buy where. Let's try this. You know, I've never figured out yet why a lot of people that do a lot of tournaments and competitions bring their lures back at them with their rod perpendicular to where they're fishing. I don't understand that, but you know, whatever works. That looks like an arapaima. Sure does. Maybe not. It looks like an arapaima. A young one, maybe? Nope. Boy, now that sure would have been nice in that tournament. That would have that would have been nice. Must work. Caught that one, didn't it?
Said, I was working on a bait sheet with all the locations and prices, but I stopped when the devs had that typo on minnow prices.
Yeah. That was nice. I didn't buy as many as I wanted to. I only bought 2,000, but I know of 4 people that bought over 6,000 of the large minnows when they were cheap like that. And I wished I had it, because it's if you play the game long enough, you're going to use them. I know Z did. Z bought over 6,000. Mike did. And I know Frank the Man did. And there were a couple more. They were smarter than me. That's not saying too much. Not to insult y'all. But I keep telling people I'm not the brightest bulb on the bush. Don't tell my wife I said that. But she would agree with me. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Now we're going to try a method that a buddy of mine told me. B.F. Fannin. He said that if you catch a nice fish, the next thing you want to do is change lure, change bait, and go back to the same spot. So that's what we're going to do. But anyhow, we caught a lot of Krampus clumsy Payara. Made a lot of money. I enjoyed that. Maybe it'll come back next year the same way. That'd be cool. I don't think that's a red belly. There we go. That would have been a counting fish. So now we caught one. We'll go back to the glow hollow. What we got here? X series single. Well, I hate to say it. Y'all gonna have to forgive me.
Said, I only caught one green crappie by accident on a spoon, LOL.
Really? But I'm gonna have to get out of here. It's been fun and it's been great. And unlike normal, it has been great fun. I thank y'all for spending your time with me. I keep telling everybody, one of the most valuable things that you possess is your time. Can never be replaced. You can't buy any more. You can't barter for any more. When it's gone, it's gone.
Said, I didn't even try for the event fish. I was goofing off trying different stuff.
Been there, done that more than once. Not necessarily event fish, but something else. But anyhow, this is going to be my last cast. So I appreciate y'all very much. I hope you have a very happy, safe, and prosperous new year. Stay well. God bless you and your family. And I'll probably be on again tomorrow morning after church. For a while. Good Lord willing, the creeks don't rise if I'm still above ground. But anyhow, remember, we will get through this together by the grace of God. Learn a little bit, pass it on. That's the fisherman's way. P. Practice, patience, persistence will produce. And have a happy, safe and wonderful new year. God bless you and your family. I hope this little stream will help you catch those Payara if you've got those candy canes and get down. You can get down here with a one-day pass and catch all of them you want to.
Have a good one. Catch ya next time.
You too, Mo. I appreciate all you chatters. I appreciate all you viewers. So y'all have a wonderful life, and good Lord willing, I'll see you next time. So this is Double Talk 73, your fishing friend, saying catch you later. So y'all come back now. You hear? Bye.